Well, hello there and welcome. Today is Thursday, September 25th, 2025, and this is going to be a collective reading, a general reading. So if it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, thank you for watching. And as always, if you could click the like, share the video, and subscribe, that helps me out a lot. So let's see what Spirit has to say today. I'm using the fairy deck because I love fairies. So let's see what Spirit has to say. It's a big shift in energy, and I'm feeling calm, which is good. So the first card, marriage. Now, you see a man and a woman, and you see a horse. I'm feeling like with this, it's working on your marriage communication. But if you're not married, it could be an idea that you're married to, which follows the next card of pregnancy. It doesn't mean that you're going to get pregnant, or if you are pregnant, this card is showing up for you. I'm letting you know that it's healthy, you're having a healthy pregnancy, and you're doing the right things. Stay focused. But I feel like this shows up with the marriage and the pregnancy because you're connecting to an idea and you're about to birth it, whether it's you're looking for a new career and you're about to come across what you're looking for in terms of something new, or you're looking to marry an idea to a project you're focusing on, and the pregnancy is bringing it to life. So that's what I feel like these two cards represent for you today. It's beautiful. The birth of a child brings great blessings to you and the world. So your child could be a business, could be an idea, it could be a new relationship, especially with the marriage card. That could be with a friend, starting a business, or starting a new relationship, a new friendship. Patience, please. So with the new relationship creation, there comes patience. Have the patience that you're doing the right thing, that you're on the right path, and that Spirit and the universe is working in your favor. Sometimes we fall out of grace with ourselves because ego steps in and it's like, well, I want this now, instant gratification. But patience, when you sit in that patience, the ideas that you're birthing will come to fruition. You planted the seeds, now just be patient. When you plant the seeds, it takes a minute for the sprouts to come up and the plants and the flowers to bloom. So give yourself time and allow yourself grace. Definitely allow yourself grace. I feel like we don't sit in self-forgiveness a lot, and so having that patience, forgiving yourself for being impatient, is where it's going to start. Spiritual teacher. Now, if you are a light worker, this card is reminding you of your purpose. If you don't think you can teach something or deliver messages or do cards or whatever, think again, because you have that spiritual quality of a teacher within you. You can teach. You were taught, therefore you learned, so there you can teach. but also not just teaching spiritual gifts or connecting with your spiritual gifts, but also teaching yourself patience. Because when you sit and flow, Spirit is going to guide you. All right, we got a couple that jumped out here. So this next one is autumn. We just stepped into autumn. It's the fall season. Everything comes together for you. So everything is coming together for you this fall. It's the harvest. It's the harvest. So that partnership that you have is coming together for you this season, because August just started. Autumn just started. So it's the fall, the rebirth, the growth, the idea that you're birthing, or even the talent that you have that you want to do with your spiritual teaching and patience is all going to unfold this autumn. So just be patient, because this fall is bringing you what you're requesting. Ask what you want. Now, sometimes we don't always ask what we want. We manifest, but how are we manifesting, right? So if you're manifesting something that is coming from a place of, I see it and I'm on that frequency, I speak it, so I'm on that frequency, I have compassion and passionate for it, so I'm on that frequency, I'm acting on that frequency, I feel the frequency, so I become the frequency, and that brings you what you desire. So don't be afraid to ask for what you want. Spirit will bring it to you. Spirit will bring it to you. Goodbye to the old, hello to the new. Now this card is also letting me know that, again, you're birthing something new. With the pregnancy card, you're birthing something new, and you just have to have patience, but allow yourself with your spiritual teachings the grace that you need to let go. And actually, earlier this morning I was doing a personal reading for myself, and I had the let go card. So it's easier if you stay in flow. Don't when you get into the ebb, don't panic. Just take a deep breath and go back to your spiritual lessons that you've been learning, that you've received, whether it's through accredited teacher, whether it's through your own personal journey, whether it's through information you've gotten off of the web or social media. If it resonates with you, follow through, but definitely learn to let go of the old, say goodbye to it, because we're in harvest season and we're not going to hold on to stuff that does not serve us, so that we can have a plentiful harvest, that we can have an abundant harvest and a blessed harvest. So let go of the crap that you don't need. Holiday. It's time for you to take a breather. Time for you to take a rest. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Spend time with family or on a retreat, a healing retreat. But make sure that you take time for yourself, so that all the things that we spoke about in this reading can come to fruition. If your body and your mind and your emotions aren't rested, you are not going to be able to facilitate a good harvest, right? Your patience is going to wear thin. You're not going to be able to say goodbye. You're not going to have clarity on what to ask for. So it's definitely good for you to take that break, that holiday, whether you do go on a trip or whether you just stay home or you do a self-healing retreat or you go and visit friends and family, but make sure you do take that time for yourself. Debt paid off. Oh, Lord Jesus, thank you for this card. Look at that beautiful butterfly. Transformation. We're transforming from what we want to let go of lack and bring in abundance through a harvest. So if you've been working on your debt, keep it up, because it's about to be paid off. And if you're starting in debt, be careful. Be careful. Watch your spending, and watch how you spend your money and what you spend it on, and make sure that your needs are covered, but your wants can wait. New home. So a new home can be a new office space, a new job, definitely a new home, but the changing around of your home, decluttering, bringing in that new energy to the home that you already have. Again, let go. Say goodbye to the old and welcome in the new. Bring that new energy into your home. Bring what you've learned from your spiritual lessons into the home. Make it a high vibrational home, and let go of all the things that do not serve your highest and best good, but also declutter. And this next one is daughter. Daughter energy. So if you are a mother, you're definitely connecting with your daughter. I feel like right now, the teenage daughters are in a little bit of an energy shift as well. So you may not be having the best conversations, and it may take a little patience with them so that they understand, and also teach them. Make sure that they are aware of what it is that you're asking of them, and it's important that you listen to them as well. We listen to respond, but we don't always listen to hear. So we need to have that sacred listening, because they're in a time where they need guidance, and so it should be given with a gracious heart, compassion, and patience. But it's also representing you as a daughter, making sure that your inner child is receiving the love, the guidance, the compassion, the forgiveness, and making sure that you are not just walking around as mom, but you're a daughter too. So you deserve that nurturing as well. And if you can't receive it from your mother, give it to yourself. So that was from the Fairies deck. I think that was a pretty good reading for you, in terms of creating something, having patience with it, letting go so that your harvest can come around and be bountiful, and continued blessings, but also allowing your inner child or your child to have a voice and be heard, and have forgiveness and show compassion. This next deck is energy, and I'm on this deck all of the time. I even have it, the app on my phone, which is amazing. Lets me know the energy. So we want to see what energy those that are watching and resonate with this reading. Healer of the ages. Healer of the ages. So if you've been doing healing, or if you're a healer, look at those lights. as you continue to heal others, make sure that you are healing yourself. If you are a Reiki practitioner, you're Reikiing others, make sure you Reiki yourself. If you do angelic light, if you do shamanic, if you're a shamanic practitioner, or if you do any type of energy work or counseling, make sure that you take care of yourself, heal yourself. Because if you don't heal yourself and allow yourself healing, you can't be what you need to be to others that are, I don't want to say on your path, but your children, your family, your co-workers, your clients. So make sure that you are taking that healing for self seriously, and also pay attention to what your body is saying. Not just, we hear all the time, my mind is saying this, my mind is saying this, but listen to your body. Your body is telling you, take it easy. Your body's telling you exercise. Your body's telling you more water intake. Your body's telling you cut down on the snacks. Your body's telling you, hey, I need to eat more vegetables, or cut down on some beef or things that are hard to process. So listen to the body, because you're healing yourself. This next one is all tied up. So this one represents all things being tied up. If you have been working on a contract, or anything that's around selling a house or buying a car, everything is going to be tied up in a nice pretty bow for you. If you've worked on healing yourself, if you're working on releasing energy that does not serve your highest and best, it's about to be tied up. So you're about to be finished with it. Making sure that you're not sitting in that residual energy. Keep in mind that, hey, I'm about to let this go. And just like the other deck, let it go. Let it go. Out with the bad, in with the good, in with the new. So everything is about to get tied up for you. The garden and the gate. So she's outside the gate, and it's up to you to move forward through the gate. The door is open, the opportunity is there, but if you're standing outside because you're not sure, you're overthinking, you're sitting in low vibration, or you're letting somebody else try to sway your view, it's all up to you. You have the power, you have the knowledge to step through the gate and enter the garden. Your garden has your blessings. Your garden has your purpose. Your garden has your happiness, your joy. But you can't enter it if you're sitting in fear of lack or uncertainty, if you're a avoider, if you people please, all of those things. So Spirit is encouraging you, hey, you're at that gate, you're there, just open the door. The opportunities are there. Just open the door and walk through. And bringing this back, work on being healed to let go of all those fears so that you can walk through the door there. Sorry about the glare, but you tie up the loose ends, making sure that you're healed so that you can walk through the gate, so that you can see those opportunities, so you have clarity knowing those opportunities are coming towards you and when to take them, right? People ask for signs all the time. They ask for things, but then they don't pay attention to them when they come. Like this morning was heavy signs for me, heavy signs. I woke up and journaled, and then boom, had something happen that was in the journal. Boom, something else happened that was in the journal. So I'm paying attention. I'm being open at all time. I'm smelling the roses, if you will, because I'm being present. This next card, attachment. If you are attached to an outcome, you're not going to be able to open that gate. If you're attached to the outcome, things won't be process as clearly as you want them to be. They won't be all tied up. There's going to be attachment to it. So make sure that you're clearing your energy. I use a lot of, well, this is holy water. and then I have Florida water, and I just made spirit water. But I have selenite everywhere, and we're staying in a hotel because we're having issues at our home. We've been here a month and I don't know how much longer we're going to be here, but I came in and I cleansed this energy because I didn't want the energy from the previous resident to be attached to my energy, and I don't want my energy to go with somebody else. So making sure that you're clearing your energy, making sure that you're cutting off the people that don't deserve your energy. Don't let them stay attached to you or live rent-free here. You gotta let go. You gotta let go. And if you are trying to let go and you can't do it, seek the help, the healing. Seek the therapist coming from the spiritual teacher, which could be a counselor, but definitely do your due diligence in making sure that you are not attaching yourself to something that doesn't serve your highest and best, or that something is attached, meaning people, energies that aren't deserving of your energy, time, and love and support. If they mistreat you, if they misuse you, if they're not kind to you, don't stay attached to people pleasing. And that's a lot. That's a lot of shadow work that you'll have to endure, but it is part of the healing process. Seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel. And that's your crown, right? That's your crown chakra. If you want to break free from an attachment, you have to have your crown chakra open. If you want to see the garden clearly, you have to have your crown chakra open. If you want to be able to know or have clarity or discernment on what is free, or what's all tied up and coming through with a nice bow, so that you could see the outcome and be comfortable with the outcome, and have clear thoughts and not overthinking, crown chakra needs to be open. And of course, Reiki, crystal healing. You can listen to some chakra hertz frequencies, but making sure the crown chakra is open. You'll know if it's blocked because you'll have headaches, thoughts will be racing. When you go to sleep at night, you won't be able to because you've got so much going on. Subconscious things will come up during sleep, and it'll disturb you, or it can be disturbing. I always say with this, my mind is calm, and then I take a deep breath, and then I release. My mind is calm, and I just say it again until I really feel like the thoughts that were racing are gone. But this also helps you connect with source. It connects you to your higher self. So definitely work on keeping it healed. If it's blocked, you can have headaches, overthinking, sinus issues, a cold, anything that's like clouding your judgment. That would be your crown chakra. So definitely make sure that you put in the work to keep it open, aligned, and balanced. And do some affirmations too. You definitely can work on doing some affirmations. I know my worth. I know I am worthy. I know this is going to work out for me. I know I see things clearly. I know I speak things clearly. I know I bring in abundance. Different things. That's the I know chakra. So it's I know, I see, I speak, I love, I do, I feel, I am. So each chakra has its purpose. And so with that crown chakra, you know when you need to be healed. You know when things are all tied up. You know when opportunities present itself and walk through the gate. And you know to let go of any attachment. That's working with this. The crown chakra, the 7th chakra. And another thing, if you have a selenite crystal, this is for the crown chakra. If you have a selenite crystal and you have things that are just overwhelming, put that selenite on your crown and just say, my mind is clear. And just let whatever is going on, push it all the way up through your crown and into the crystal, right? I know you think, oh, she looks crazy, she looks like a unicorn. But guess what? My mind is not cloudy. These two together, amazing. Selenite works. Oh, that felt so good on my crown. Oh my gosh. Recommend it. Recommend it. Storm warning. Storm warning. So there could be potential rumbles that could come your way if you have an attachment and you're attaching yourself, or somebody is attaching themselves to you that's problematic, or that you're attaching yourself to an idea that you should let go, or a situation that you should let go, or a person that you should let go. If you don't, there will be a storm a-brewing. So you don't want to sit in this energy of these clouds and these wind tunnels and hurricanes and thunder and lightning. Yes, a storm is good for cleansing, but this is a warning. This is a warning that if you don't seek the healing that you need, you might have some situations emotionally and physically. Make sure that you're going to your doctor's appointments on time, making sure you're keeping them, making sure you're doing your annuals. I'm not predicting any type of illness, but just to make sure that you are taking care of yourself by acknowledging that potential problems or potential situations, I won't say problems, potential situations are on the horizon. But if you work on your crown chakra, you'll be able to see it and be able to see how to work through it. Okay. It's a rainy day here. I'm just looking at it as cleansing energy. I know I went through a storm. Went through several storms, but I had to remain positive during that. And it's not easy, but every morning you get up and you're telling yourself, yep, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. Every day is a new day. And so looking at it that way, you start to count your blessings. You become grateful. You sit in gratitude, and your blessings extend. So the yin and yang, you want to find balance in all of today's readings. You want to find that balance, making sure that you're sitting in what we call in Peruvian shamanism, Aini, and that is being authentic with yourself, accountability, being sitting in impeccability, finding peace within yourself, but being balanced between all of these, being balanced in your healing, being balanced in knowing that, hey, things are about to be tied up. I'm not going to create more drama that becomes unraveled again, and then I have to start from the beginning. But finding balance in knowing that, hey, I can cross this threshold of this gate and walk into the garden at any time. Being balanced in I'm putting myself first and letting go of the attachment. And finding balance in the storm. That means finding your peace in the storm, finding the light, and not sitting in negativity, because then that becomes the opposite of balance. So balance this whole situation. Balance the energy. You can listen to different frequencies, ground yourself, get outside or get a grounding stone. I have smoky quartz here because it's raining today, so I'm not going to be able to get outside barefoot, but I have smoky quartz sitting in my window. But you definitely want to make sure that you're finding balance in your life, not just with work but you need it with work, career, friendship, self. You need to find time to balance energy healing for yourself, to balance emotional and physical healing for yourself. Because if you don't, you become off balance and your chakras become out of whack and they get off balance. And then you start to feel the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and auric discomfort of an unbalanced chakra. So you definitely want to make sure that you are balanced and everything is flowing as it should. Well, I am so glad that you were able to receive these messages today from these cards. Again, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share the video. As always, I'm sending love, light, and positive energy.